and welcome back after the summer vacation. I hope you had a wonderful vacation and you are all doing fine in this quarantine, and so is your family and friends. And I'm also sure that you're missing school a lot, your principal, sister, your teachers and your big playground. But nevertheless, life has to go on and we have to carry on with the situation, and yet we have to grow. So without just wasting time, let's get started. And our today's lesson for English literature is chapter 1, that is Down the Rabbit Hole from Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. So you all need to open up to page number 11. Here we'll be just reading on a small extract which has been taken from Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Alice was beginning to get bored. She and her sister were sitting under the trees. Her sister was reading, but Alice had nothing to do. Once or twice she looked into her sister's book, but it had no pictures or conversations in it. And you know, children, when we get bored, how you feel, right? And Alice was feeling the same. And so she looked into her sister's books, but the sister's books was also very dull and drab because it had no pictures and there was no color. So Alice could not imagine. Without colors and without pictures we cannot visualize, and without audio, right? We all love to watch the smart board and colorful things, right? So it was the same for Alice. And what is the use of a book, she thought, without no pictures, no conversations? So she tried to think of something to do. But it was a hot day and she felt very sleepy and stupid. She was still sitting and thinking when suddenly a white rabbit with pink eyes ran past her. So there was something that she had to think about, something that caught her eyes and got her attention. And she, in that sleepy mood, she just got up from her sleep and she found this rabbit and she started following it. So you just turn your page and let's go to the page number 12. There was nothing really strange about seeing a rabbit, and Alice was not very surprised when the rabbit said, oh dear, I shall be late. Perhaps it was a little strange, Alice thought later, but at the same time she was not surprised. But then the rabbit took out a watch of its pocket, looked at it and hurried on, and Alice jumped to her feet. Have you ever seen a rabbit taking out a watch out of its pocket? So it was really surprising, right? And Alice was surprised on seeing this. Previously, when the rabbit said, oh dear, I shall be late, she did not find it that strange. But when the rabbit took out the watch, as you can see in the picture that is given in your book, she was very surprised that how come this rabbit is looking at the watch, and it hurried on. And so Alice was very surprised and she jumped to her feet with joy to find such kind of a rabbit, and she kept on chasing behind it. I never before seen a rabbit with either a pocket or a watch to take out of it, she thought, and she ran quickly across the field after the rabbit. She did not stop to think, and when the rabbit down a large rabbit hole, Alice followed it immediately. So where did the rabbit go, children? It went down a large rabbit hole. After the little way, the rabbit hole suddenly went down deep into the ground. Alice could not stop herself falling, and down she went too. It was a strange hole. Alice was falling very slowly, and she had time to think, to look around her. She could see nothing below her because it was too dark. But when she looked at the sides of the hole, she could see cupboards and books and pictures on the wall. So the time that she was taking while she was going down was a very prolonged time, very long. It was carrying on, and Alice could see the things around her, cupboards, books, and the pictures. She had time to take things out of the cupboard, look at them, and even put them back into the cupboard again. Well, thought Alice, after a fall like this, I can fall anywhere. I can fall downstairs at home and I won't cry or say a word about it. The same goes with all of us, right? If you have a fall like this, we too will feel the same. Down, down, down. How far have I fallen now? Alice said aloud to herself. Perhaps I am near the center of the earth. Let me think. That's 4,000 miles down. Alice was very good at her school lessons and could remember a lot of things like this. So the fall was so long. She was going down, down and down that she had she estimated that maybe she's come down to a height which was around 4,000 miles. You have to remember this, 4,000 miles. And how could she calculate? This was her, approximate calculation or estimation, whatever you can say, because she was imagining things while she was going down. She was a very good student and she was good at her lessons, and she had, she could measure. So she had this estimation that she had come down to around say 4,000 miles down. So that was her estimation. Down, down, down. Would she ever stop falling? Alice was very nearly asleep when she suddenly was sitting on the ground. So she was so sleepy that when she woke up from her sleep, she found herself sitting on the ground. Quickly she jumped to her feet and looked around. She could see the white rabbit again, who was hurrying away and still talking to himself. Oh, my ears and whiskers. Whiskers are the long hair that's growing near the mouth of the rabbit or some other animals. So, oh, my ears and whiskers, he was saying. How late it's getting. Alice ran after him like the wind. She was getting very near to him when he suddenly turned a corner. Alice ran round the corner too and then stopped. She was now in a long dark room with doors all around the walls, and she could not see the white rabbit anymore. The rabbit had disappeared. Next page, children. That's page number 14. She tried to open the doors, but they were all locked. How will I ever get out again, she thought sadly. Then she saw a little glass table with 3 legs. How many legs? 3 legs. And on top of it was a very small gold key. Alice quickly took the key and tried in all the doors. But oh dear, either the locks were too big or the key was too small for it. But she could not open all of the doors. Then she saw another door, a door that was only 40 centimeters high, which was, in comparison to the other doors, it was smaller. Okay, the little golden key opened this door very easily. But of course, Alice could not get through it. She was big enough, she was much too big for that door. So she lay on the floor and looked through the open door into a beautiful garden with green trees and bright flowers. And so that is the end of the little extract that was taken from Alice's Adventures in the Wonderland. You have to know a little bit about the author. Lewis Carroll was the pen name of Charles Dodgson. He was born in Daresbury, United Kingdom. Lewis Carroll was an author, inventor, mathematician, poet and a photographer. In fact, he invented the nictograph, a system that helps people to write in the dark. It was during the time when electricity was not easily available in the households. Today he is famous for his children's books, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. So that's the lesson for today. I hope you just do a good reading. If you have any further queries, we shall discuss it in the next day when we take forward. You just go through the lesson, go through the meanings of the chapter, and you learn the spellings, and we will be further doing the exercises and the questions in the worksheet that will be given to you. Okay, thank you children. Have a great day.